Hello everybody and welcome. This is going to be a short tutorial video on how to calibrate your NanoVNA. For this tutorial, you will naturally need one NanoVNA, plus you will need your three standard loads. These are the open circuit, the short circuit, which you can recognize by the little pin inside, and the standard 50 ohm load. You will also need one SMA pigtail like this one here. Now, for the first step in your calibration, what we're going to do is open up the menu here, and you see where it says Cal. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and you see this option that says Correction. I'm going to deactivate that option. Otherwise, what happens is you'll be applying a correction on top of a correction, which will ironically corrupt your correction. So make sure you always have that option turned off before you begin any calibrations. Next, we're going to highlight the option here that says Calibrate, and you'll see a list of load conditions here. So all we have to do is load the device with these particular conditions and then select the option. So for example, open circuit means take your standard open circuit load here, screw it on, give it a good finger tight, and then we'll just hit open like so. And you notice I'm using some kind of a sharp pointer. And this is just because it's easy to accidentally mash the wrong option when you're going through the calibration, which will corrupt it for the wrong condition if you're not careful. So just be careful about how you select the options here. Next, you'll see an option saying short. So for that, you just whip out your standard short circuit load. You can see that it has the little pin in there. And you put that on channel 0, like so. And then we're going to click short. The next option is the load, so that's the matched 50 ohm load here, which is this little guy. Hit that on, hit load. Next one is isolation. So for this option, you're going to take the 50 ohm load and put it onto channel 1 here. And then we're going to install an open circuit on channel 0. And it's not entirely necessary to have the standard open circuit load, but it's usually recommended just in case there's some interference in your room that corrupts the measurement. So we'll go ahead and say isolation. And then the final one is through. And for this, we'll need our little pigtail. So you take the pigtail here, screw that onto channel 0, and then we're just going to short it directly to channel 1. So it's measuring through from channel 0 to channel 1, and just go ahead and hit through, and then we're done. And when you hit done, it's going to ask you for a particular save slot to save all the calibration corrections that you just gathered. So I'm going to go ahead and say save 1 here, and now you're ready. So you'll notice once I remove all of the loads, it is behaving like an open circuit load. You see on the Smith chart, the result is all the way here at the right, and I'm getting 0 dB of reflection here across all frequency values. And of course, as a dummy check, you can take your standard short circuit, your matched load. I'm gonna screw that on here, and you'll notice my reflection goes all the way down to -infinity, and on the Smith chart, it is down here at the center of the circle. Or equivalently, just to be sure again, you can take your short circuit, and as expected, you can see I get a reflection coefficient of 0 dB, and on the Smith chart, it's all the way over here on the left. And that's it. That is how you calibrate your NanoVNA.